The power of 21 days. Have you ever found yourself setting a goal filled with excitement and hope, only to see it fade away within days or weeks? You promised yourself you would change, but somehow the motivation disappears and you fall back into old habits. Sound familiar? This is the struggle many of us face, and it often leaves us feeling defeated. The initial spark of enthusiasm fades and we're left wondering why change seems so elusive. But what if I told you that the key to lasting change doesn't lie in sheer willpower or endless motivation? What if the secret to transforming your life could be as simple as committing to just 21 days? Yes, you heard that right, 21 days. It's not just another random number. There's something special about this time frame. But what exactly is it about 21 days that makes it so powerful for creating change? Is it a magical number, or is there real science behind it? And most importantly, how can you use it to change your life? Let's explore this together, step by step. By the end of this video, you'll understand why 21 days isn't just a motivational slogan. It's a blueprint for lasting change. So stay tuned. Chapter 1. What's so special about 21 days? The idea that it takes 21 days to form a habit is widely circulated. But where did it come from? Is it just a catchy phrase that self-help gurus throw around? Or does it have a deeper meaning? The concept basically originates from Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon in the 1950s. He noticed that his patients, whether they had undergone surgery for a nose job or an amputation, seemed to take about 21 days to adjust to their new appearances. Initially, they couldn't quite accept the changes, but after about 3 weeks, they had fully adapted. This led Dr. Maltz to conclude that it took 21 days for the human mind to adjust to any significant change. Over time, research has supported this theory, but it's important to note that the process is more than just an arbitrary number. It's about how your brain rewires itself during this time. The key here is consistency. If you can commit to something for 21 days without distraction, your brain will begin to form new neural pathways. This doesn't mean it's always easy, but the more consistent your action, the more the new behavior becomes ingrained. This is why, for many people, 21 days is enough to shift the way they think and act. Chapter 2. Why habits are so hard to break. When we talk about habits, we're talking about patterns your brain has developed over time. These habits, good or bad, become part of your identity. Whether it's reaching for your phone first thing in the morning, skipping exercise, or even something as simple as procrastinating on important tasks. These behaviors are often automatic, and that's exactly what makes them so difficult to change. But why is it that we get stuck in these negative patterns? What is it about the brain that makes these habits so hard to break? The brain, in its essence, loves comfort. When you try to change, your brain sees it as a threat. Your mind is wired to keep you safe, and any deviation from the norm is perceived as dangerous. This is why starting a new habit, even something good, can feel so challenging. Your brain resists it. Here's the interesting part. The resistance you feel isn't a sign of failure. It's actually a sign that you're doing something different. You're pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. Change requires effort, and that effort can feel uncomfortable at first. But here's where the 21-day challenge comes in. By committing to something for 21 days, you essentially retrain your brain. You start with small actions, and by the end of the 21 days, what felt strange or forced becomes automatic. That's the power of consistency. Over time, the discomfort begins to fade as your brain adapts. The effort you're putting in starts paying off, and you begin to feel like the new habit is a natural part of who you are. Chapter 3. Breaking the cycle. Why we fail. How many times have you promised yourself you'll start something new, only to quit days later? You're not alone. Most of us have been there. We start strong, filled with excitement, only to lose steam as life gets in the way. The truth is, we fail because we don't understand how to approach change effectively. Here's the thing. We often take on too much at once. We decide to change every aspect of our lives in one go. Wake up early, work out, eat healthy, meditate, and more. But when you try to do everything at once, you burn out fast. This is where the 21-day challenge works. Start small. Focus on one habit at a time. Whether it's waking up 15 minutes earlier, committing to 10 push-ups, or drinking more water. The key is small, manageable steps. It might seem insignificant at first, but the small wins accumulate and build momentum. And it's not just about physical habits. The 21-day challenge also works for mental habits. If you want to stop negative self-talk or anxiety, focusing on small wins each day can create a massive shift over time. Overcoming the challenges you face each day allows you to build confidence and resilience. The more you practice, the stronger you become. Chapter 4. The Science Behind 21 Days. You might be thinking, this all sounds good, but is there any science to back it up? There absolutely is. Research shows that when you commit to something consistently, you create new neural pathways in your brain. These new pathways help the new behavior feel more natural. After 21 days, what once felt uncomfortable or forced becomes easier. This process is known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. That's because during those 21 days, you're breaking down old habits and building new ones. Your brain starts to see this new behavior as normal, and it becomes part of who you are. It's like taking a detour on the road. At first, it's unfamiliar, but over time, it becomes your new route. Eventually, you don't even have to think about it. Chapter 5. The 21-Day Blueprint. How to do it right. Starting the 21-day challenge is easy, but sticking with it is where most people go wrong. To make sure you succeed, here are 5 key rules to follow. Number 1. Win small battles. Don't overwhelm yourself by changing everything at once. Break your goals down into bite-sized pieces. Start with small, manageable steps. Want to wake up earlier? Set your alarm just 15 minutes earlier each day. Want to get fit? Begin with 10 push-ups a day. Progress is built on small, consistent actions. Number 2. Make it specific. Instead of vague goals like, I want to be healthy, make your goal clear and measurable. For example, in 21 days, I will drink only water and exercise for 20 minutes every day. Specific goals are easier to commit to and track. When your goals are clear, you know exactly what you're working toward. Number 3. Cut the noise. During these 21 days, distractions will try to pull you back into old habits. Stay focused. Turn off notifications, limit social media, and avoid anything that gets in the way of your progress. This is your mission, and your focus is key. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency. Protect your time and energy from distractions. Number 4. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool in rewiring your brain. Every day, take a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do, and it helps you stay motivated when the going gets tough. Even on hard days, gratitude can remind you of the positive changes you're making. Number 5. Think beyond yourself. Your transformation isn't just for you. When you commit to these 21 days, you're not only improving your own life, but you're inspiring others too. Your actions might encourage a friend, a family member, or even a stranger to take action. Think about the impact you could have. Your journey could be the spark that ignites someone else's. Chapter 6. What happens after 21 days? By the time you reach day 21, you'll notice something incredible. The new habit has become part of your daily routine. It no longer feels like a struggle. You're no longer forcing yourself to do it. It's just who you are. But don't stop there. The 21 days are just the beginning. The goal isn't to simply form a habit. It's to create a permanent change in your life. After 21 days, keep building on what you started. Increase the challenge if you're ready, or build a new habit. Each new step you take will bring you closer to the person you want to become. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. The changes you make today will compound into bigger shifts over time. So keep pushing forward. Success isn't a destination. It's a journey that you create every single day. So, are you ready to change your life in the next 21 days? It's easy to say I'll do it tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. The time to start is now. Choose one habit, just one, and commit to it for the next 21 days. No excuses, no distractions, just consistent, focused action. Remember, small steps lead to big changes. Drop a comment below and let me know what habit you're committing to for the next 21 days. And if you're serious about making a change, type I'm in the comments. This isn't just about completing 21 days. This is about becoming the kind of person who doesn't just talk about change, but actually makes it happen. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, the power of 21 days isn't just in the time frame. It's in your ability to take that first step. What will yours be?